Okay, what's poppin' T-Cells and T-Squad? So check this out, right? I'm here to give y'all Kandi and the gang. This is season 1, episode 6. Too many, what is it? Too many Tuckers in the kitchen. This episode was decent. It was decent. I won't mad at it. So the episode starts. The episode starts off with foolishness right off the bat from the Detroit grannies coming up around there twerking in front of Mammy Joyce. I mean, we needed a comedy relief, I guess. So I guess I'll let y'all have it. I suppose. I mean, hell, at least y'all made Mama Joyce laugh, and I think you made Aunt Bertha chuckle a little bit too. So, you know, hey, I'm here for it. So Torrin goes out to talk to Torrin comes to talk to Chandrika, and that ghetto fat project heifer left her damn post to go outside and go and sit and talk to him about a whole bunch of bullshit that we don't care about. Because she came around there talk about the same shit she was talking about last episode, and that's trying to get down to who snitched. And again, it's like I said, Chandrika, there would be nothing for none of these people to have to come back and say about anything had you never said it. And the thing about it is, yeah, Patrick did tell Kandi what you said, but at the same time, you was caught in 4K because of the ring. So, I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Moving on. So Kandi goes to see Patrick and Melvin, and Kandi thinks that Safari is running him and calling all the shots. And if he wants a housewarming party, then he should have one. But without Chandrika and her dude being there. I will say this. I do like the fact that Kandi does know how to be like, okay, I understand that's your new girl or whatever, but nigga, relax. Like, y'all ain't been together that damn long. Relax. But I also do like the fact that even though Kandi does have loyalty to Chandrika, for what I don't know, but she does, you know, she's still woman enough to be like, listen, yeah, there's loyalty there, but as a woman, I totally understand how Safari feels in that moment. I wasn't mad at that. But Patrick, stop trying to act like Safari is this good damn decorated child, because that little shrine corner that you had was real plain. All right, everything around there looked like it was bought at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. Like, let's not sit here and act like she turned it and she gave so much that Torrin never could. Now, we ain't even got to that part, but it's just like, you know, I just really wanted to get that off my chest. I really did. Anyway, so Kandi tied Don Juan and Philip have a meeting. So Daddy shows the video of Brandon and Dominique. I already knew that was going to happen, and you know what happened at the end of this just shows and proves how little respect that these people really do carry for Kandi and Todd and the business and the brand. And I think it's really unfortunate considering that Kandi breaks her back. Like, y'all got the lowest ratings around there. Anybody else would have fired you bitches a long time ago, and she's steady holding on to y'all. And y'all still found a way to, like, fuck her over. But whatever, we'll get to that when we get there. So Daddy shares his concern with Brian and his sobriety and where his head is because of what he heard from somebody named Philip. Not Philip, Pebbles. Apparently Pebbles saw Brian with like a case of wine or something like that. I don't know where it was. I don't know whether it was at his house, whether it was at OLG. I really didn't get the gist of it because I was watching 2 shows at the same time. So get me together in the comments. I didn't know what Pebbles had to do with it, but I get it. You know, I don't feel like Pebbles was necessarily being messy because I get it. Everybody around there is just trying to look out for Brian. So I'm not upset at him for getting concerned and wanting to talk to him about it. So Todd decides to go in the kitchen. Again, I don't necessarily see what the big deal is about Todd being in the kitchen. I mean, I totally get that he does own a restaurant and he should know the ins and outs and the inner workings of every aspect of the restaurant, including the kitchen. I get people's feelings, but I still don't see where Todd is really going to learn much of anything. I'm just going to be real. I don't feel like Todd learned much of anything. He just did that to shut Mammy Joyce ass up. That's all that was. Moving on. So Daddy has this conversation with Brian about what he heard from Pebbles. Look, I get where Brian is coming from. I think it's crazy for people to think that he's just going to stop drinking altogether cold turkey. I don't necessarily think that's realistic. Now, I'm not going to say that that can't happen, because it can. Some people can form that tolerance to where they just can cut it all together. Wine, hard liquor, wine coolers, that cheap ass shit you can buy down to the corner store, you know, stuff like that. But it's not so uncommon for somebody to have a glass of wine once or twice here and there. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's going to kill him, especially considering where he was. You know what I'm saying? So I totally appreciate Don Juan in that moment, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I totally appreciate Don Juan in that moment. And I'm glad that I'm glad that Brian didn't take it away, because a lot of people would have felt the way. I'm glad that he saw that they wasn't trying to hurt him. They're just being concerned. And, you know, it was just brought up. He look at him like a little brother. That's all this is. This ain't me, you know, doing yada, yada, yada. I just don't want nothing to happen to you. You know, I appreciated that conversation between them. I did. I was here for it. Dear God Almighty. So Safari comes with two small, teeny tiny bopper ass plants, girl. The plants won't no bigger than this damn water bottle. You know what I'm saying? And a small little area rug, and you know, a little bean bag. Like I say, the shit, that corner was very much Marshall's based. It was very much TJ Maxx based, Walmart based, Target based. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she went to Bed Bath & Beyond or something like that, I need to see the receipts, because it was just plain to me. Like, the wall was plain, like it whitewashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. That's your little spiritual area, so I'm gonna let you have your little spiritual area. Hell, I mean, you could just go to church, nigga. You understand me? Or you could just find a prayer closet. Okay, you could just find a prayer closet. You ain't, I mean, but whatever, dude. Look. As long as she ain't got you out here slaughtering goats and making Santa Maria shrines or whatever, it is what it is. So Patrick tells her about having a housewarming party, and she's fine with it so long as Chandrika ain't there. No, you fine with it because Kandi told him to have one, and he gonna listen to his aunt or his cousin or his godmom. You know, whichever. You know, she all unto them. That's what it is. You did it to stay in the good graces of Kandi, and I wished you would have just said that, Safari. Moving on. So Chandrika going around asking everybody that she could find about who said this, who said that, blah, blah, blah. And then Rashad goes around there to tell Daddy what's going on. All right. And once again, Daddy got to come up around there and save the day, to pull Chandrika to the side, to bust that whole bubble and let her know that he was the one that found the ring footage, and he was the one that sent it to Kandi and Todd. All right. And at the end of the day, again, I say, there would have been nothing brought up had you never said it. Like, I can't get with a bitch that do that. Like, listen, if you did it, say you did it. If you said it, say you said it. Obviously, you said it, and you just should have been whatever. I'm glad that we over that, because she was wearing my nerve down. Moving on. So, we get down to the day where all Kandi and Todd and Philip and Daddy and who else? The aunties are all getting in the kitchen with Todd, because that was his thing. He said he'll do it on one. That was his condition. He'll do it if all the rest of them come, and the rest of them decide to be a sport and do it, which is fine, I guess. So it was Aunt Bertha for me the whole time, baby. Aunt Bertha said no money, no feel, period. All right. Because she one of the producers was trying to get her attention to tell her to turn around to talk in front of the camera, because they was filming. And like his hand touched the small on her back. You understand me? Now she ain't really had to, she did say he almost got slapped. But she was like, you know, so long as you young, you cute, and you got some coin, she don't necessarily mind it. I mean, I'm here for you, Aunt Bertha. I get it. Like I say, just because it's what they say, just because it's what they call it? Just because it's snow on the roof don't mean it ain't no fire in the furnace. Something like that. My mom used to say it. Anywho, so they do all of that. Listen, one thing that I found the most hilarious out of all of that was how they keep getting Kandi, it ain't no shade, and I appreciate you for replying back on Twitter and all that good stuff, boo. I appreciate that. It ain't no shade. But I found it really hilarious and ironic that people kept returning back cold ass food. Now, no shade, Kandi, but that's the one thing that I done heard everybody say. That's been a running thing that I heard people say. Hell, the boys' night out girls went round there, and a couple of them done said that you had the nerve to serve them some cold ass food. Nope. Again, I appreciate you for retweeting me and reposting me and commenting, Kandi girl. I appreciate you, baby. It ain't nothing but love around here. I live for you and Todd. You know what I'm saying? But I just found that to be very hilarious. The mac and cheese was cold. The chicken was cold. The tilapia was cold. The greens was cold. Them tired ass fried deviled eggs was cold. To let JoJo tell it tastes like corn dogs. I mean... Girl, Maddie said all he need is some Grey Poupon mustard, and it is right up there. But no shade, but it was cute seeing them in the kitchen. I was here for it. Aunt Bertha was the what was she? The kitchen manager. I thought that was cute. I was here for it. I'll take it. So Kandi take Mama Joyce around there to get a butt lift down to Safari's place of business. We finally got to see one medical fish. We finally got to see one medical assistant fish down to the front desk. Now, granted, we ain't seen nobody else in the waiting room. We ain't seen nobody else waiting to get seen. We ain't seen no other patrons running around there. Mind you, we also didn't see no other medical assistant fish walking around. But at least you had another employee there this time. At least we did not have to go there to an empty ass place of business. And I mean, the scene was all right. Mama Joyce trying out getting the butt lifts. Dear Lord God Almighty, listen, Mama Joyce is 72 years old, and I know y'all like to pick her up and try to tell her that she a brick house. I mean, fine, because it's too easy. It's too easy, and I ain't even gonna go down that road with Mammy Joyce. Fine, you're a brick house girl. Yeah. But I mean, you know, that seems cute, I guess. You know, of course, Kandi brought up the whole thing about the party, and you know, she said, "Oh, I don't have a problem with it. It was just that I didn't want Chandrika there because I know she don't like me and blah blah blah." And whatever. Moving on. So Philip and Eddie talked to Brandon about his situationship that he got going on around there with Dominique and how it is a conflict of interest. And Brandon says that he's not opposed to Dominique moving to another restaurant. and Don Juan was like, okay, bitch, well, she would not be the one moving nowhere. Because that's the employee. You the damn supervisor, you the manager, you the one that know better. Why would I uproot her? And I was on their side with that. And then what I didn't like was when you just popped up down to her, when you popped up down to her rehearsal and you was giving a story, you was trying to make it seem like you wasn't trying to like send her no place else, and you was. See, the thing about it is, Brandon, you was really honestly trying to do everything you can to save your position, because then you brought up the fact of, well, do you even really need the job anyway? Because look at what you're doing. You about to be traveling and you're a dancer and you're this and you're that. And don't get me wrong, I'm on your side with that. But when dancing ain't paying the bills, she needs something that does. So it's like, okay, so now it's like, all right, well, you should just do this, or you should just quit, and that could still work. And then it became, well, you should just go to Blaze, and then, you know what I'm saying, I could just stay where I'm at and be the manager. Brandon is bugging me. All right, Brandon is really starting to irk my nerve. Yeah, he handsome. Yeah, he chocolate. Yeah, he got a cute smile, but fuck all that bullshit. He's starting to really work my nerve. Like, I'm just gonna be real. But y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Tonight's episode, it was decent. It wasn't too bad. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. And y'all about to do Bad Boys, LA, and then y'all ain't got nothing else coming from me tonight. So yeah, I'm gone. Bye.